Scenes like this are becoming all too common. 2 weeks ago, volunteer John Archer suffered a fractured eye socket after becoming another victim of an unprovoked attack while he was working at the Panthers Bowling Club.
Poor guy, I mean, he's just doing voluntary work at the club and the next thing you know he's king hit for no reason.
Bathurst Police Acting Inspector Paul McCann says the unprovoked attack was isolated and completely random. But after 19 years on the beat, he's seen his fair share of alcohol-fueled brawls. I've
seen it too many times in my career, and the message is just drink responsibly. If you find yourself in a confrontation, walk away.
Inspector McCann says the emergency services are left to clean up the mess, often at a huge risk to their safety.
The police have to break it up and they're faced with the violence, and then the ambulance officers have to treat the injured, and again they're faced with the violence, and then it continues on to the hospitals where the doctors and nurses have to treat these people who are aggressive and so forth until they're released. So.
Popular local DJs Tim White and Max Simmons believe overcrowding escalates the problem.
It's the amount of people in venues as well. If you've got too many people in one venue, there's bound to be pushing and shoving at some stage. Whereas I think there's some people who go out looking for it.
Caitlin Carpenter, who lives across the road from the Ox, says the weekends are the worst.
There was one particular time where people were yelling about stabbing each other and sort of, yeah, and you hear like people actually getting physically violent with each other, so that can be quite scary, you know.
A former owner of the Park Hotel says pubs need to establish respect between employees and patrons.
If you make them feel at home and feel as though your premises is safe, a safe venue, they'll come and regularly patronise you, and also they end up being your security.
Earlier lockout times is only one of the strategies being put in place to reduce the number of alcohol-related incidences. Newcastle installed this policy in 2008 and saw a reduction of 35% in the number of assaults. In the meantime, police are urging people that their actions always have consequences.
Just a matter of getting the message across to licensees that they're responsible for their premises, or their patrons in the premises, and to the public to just drink responsibly.
Stuart Perry reporting for CCI News.